I met this boy. He's wonderful, truly. He's every boy you hear about in fairy tales. He's ruffled hair. He's singing along to the Beatles while cooking Sunday's brunch. He's the promise of love, safety, and protection. A promise I can believe in. Unfortunately, I've come to realize I'm one of the lucky ones. At night, I hear the couple next door, a booming voice shouting insults that could tear you down to absolutely nothing, and another fragile, begging for it all to stop. I try to block out the sound, but to no avail. Can't you keep it down? It's steadily crawling up my throat, but I bite my tongue. And when the screaming gets so loud that it might as well be thunder, I shut the window closed. It's none of my business anyway. I was reading a book on my porch the first time I talked to her, and I don't think I've ever seen a grown woman look so small. Throughout the neighborly small talk, she didn't mention the yelling from the night before, so neither did I. It's none of my business anyway. When my eyes roamed lower to her arms and all I saw was a smooth expanse of pale skin, I felt a tide of relief wash over my gut because I've heard stories before. Stories about men whose girlfriends only received flowers when they were purple and blooming underneath their skin. Stories about women who were taught that docility was the only answer because when you're trapped in something for so long, it becomes easy to confuse it for home. But hey, I don't pry. It's none of my business anyway. Later that night, the fighting has resumed, one-sided as usual. And the fact that I couldn't hear her voice or even the poorest attempt of building up a wall made me angry. I wanted to shout, to tell her that there was more beyond the walls of that house, that she deserved more than some jerk who acted like her tears were an elixir to his insecurities. But just like the girl next door, I learned to keep my mouth shut when I shouldn't speak because it is none of my business anyway. I'm overreacting. I know I must be. If it really were as bad as I was making out to be, surely she would have left him by now. And besides, it's not like he's abusive or anything. It's not like he hits her.